Well, a new series at Kent District Library is going to be exploring the world of global health and how that impacts communities. It's called Living Better in West Michigan, a global health perspective.
The first one starts up next week, and joining us here this morning is Henny Van Drager with the KDL and Erica Kubik, sorry about that, the director of programming at the World Affairs Council here in West Michigan. So thank you so much for being with us this morning. Let's dive into this series of events because there are, 3 over the next month, which is very exciting. Can you talk about what we're going to be exploring over the next month?
Sure. So our partnership with KDL has been ongoing for 10 years, and every year we pick a topic that we see as global, right? Something that affects the world. We're seeing impacts from things happening, far away, but then it's impacting us here locally. And so this year we decided to focus on global health, and we've got a great series that first starts with NPR health reporter, Fatma Tanish. She's going to give us that global context, and then we move into local experts. So it's going to be a really great opportunity to explore for this community what global health means for West Michiganders.
Interesting, kind of like taking a macro to a micro
Yes.
perspective and making sure everybody understands the context and the world in which we live in. Pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you speak to the importance of making sure that we understand really the broader scope of everything, really being able to narrow down that global perspective into more of a local angle?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that as West Michiganders, we care about the world, but at the same time, we have so much that's impacting us in our daily lives. And I think especially global health, right, our wellness, we take that seriously because it can impact everything in our lives. So while we think about how we can help our own health, lifestyle, community to be a healthy place, we can maybe learn from the world and think about, well, what are some solutions that we might implement here? What are problems that we can help solve for others outside of our own community? And so that back and forth is really important.
I'm curious, how do you guys come up with the series that you guys do? Because, this is a very complicated topic. I'm sure there are a lot of nuance involved with this. Can you talk about how you come up with all of this and how you translate that to the audience here in West Michigan so they understand and grasp it and also are able to take that and move forward with it?
Sure, yeah. So I think we start working on this in the fall.
Yes.
So we work on this for a full year, and we really look at what's going on in the world and what is the issue that we want our patrons to engage in. So last year, right, leading up to the election, we talked about civil engagement and talking about political issues in a civil way, which made sense at that time. And then this year, we know health is very much on the forefront of conversation and in the news, so this made a lot of sense for us this year. And the World Affairs Council is great at looking at possible speakers to bring in that would speak to those issues.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people that are really well in tune to this subject so we can get a nice perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else does the World Affairs Council do?
Sure. So we do about 40 global programs a year. Our focus is on the world, and the world is a complicated place. There's things happening every single day. But we really try to bring both very educational, serious, intellectual topics, diplomatic exchanges to this community, as well as maybe more fun social cultural opportunities, so going to dinner at ethnic restaurants. I think last year we did African drumming, right? We are really trying to give all the people in West Michigan a point of entry to global issues.
Yeah, okay, so the first one we covered, that one is covering global health, how that translates here in West Michigan.
That's
An NPR reporter going to be a part of that one. The second installment is Behind the Breakthrough. So what are we going to explore through that?
So we are just thrilled. When we talk about the partnership between KDL and World Affairs Council, the other part of it is that we really actively seek to find other partners in our community. And we could not be more thrilled to have Dr. Peter Jones, the Chief Scientific Officer at Van Andel Institute, which is one of our premier regional research institutes that is making huge global impact. So he's going to talk a little bit about the state of medical research, how West Michigan benefits from having such an important institution in our community, and I think also give us hope about what's coming down the line, right? That we know that health challenges are uppermost in Americans' minds, but at the same time, there's so many breakthroughs that are happening every day. And then finally, we move on to Dr. Charles Hong, who is the Dean of the School of Medicine at Michigan State University, another regional leader. He's really going to break down how medical schools are both leading care towards communities, but also driving breakthroughs in their research and practice. And so I think Fatma gives us that bird's eye view, as you say, and then these two leaders in our community are going to share how they do what they do. So it should be very fascinating for our entire audience.
Well, absolutely. And just really quick, we've got about 20 seconds left. I know that this is just one of the many things that we've got going on at KDL. What else do we have going on at the district library?
Yeah, so much. We do 5,000 plus programs a year, so check out kdl.org/events. Right now, we're in the middle of our Write Michigan short story contest, so you can submit stories through mid-November. We have a program called Anishinaabe Stories and Teachings. We have fall foraging. We have craft programs, plus our normal story times, bingo, book sales, book clubs, so much. But something for everybody, all ages, and we're really excited about our lineup this fall.
Yeah, and on that website you're looking at right now, you see the little button that says events, and that's where you can find all of that, including this series that we're talking about here today. You can find the dates and times for that as well on the KDL website. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, it is 8:50. We'll be back after a quick break.